So the actor-manager is an increasingly antiquated term to describe someone who is the leading actor of a company who also is handling the production tasks, the actual business management of the company, and the tasks that we now attribute to directors. Directors, as such, didn't actually come along until the mid to late 1800s. Pretty much the same time as film was coming along. So for the few thousand years before that, you had generally the leading actor of the company, ensuring that the playwright and their story was delivered to the audience unencumbered. We've heard of very, very famous actor-managers, we just don't normally think of the term. So you have Orson Welles, Laurence Olivier, Kenneth Branagh, John Gielgud. But for hundreds and hundreds of years, you have folks like David Garrick, Edwin Forrest, most of the Booth family at some point or other, Johnson, Forbes-Robertson, Philip Kemble, William Charles Macready, it just keeps going on. It was a very popular thing to do, and it was how audiences were used to receiving the work, especially classical theater. May 10th, 1849. There was an event called the Astor Place Riot, and it left 25 people dead and another 130 or so injured. And what happened was the audiences going to see the American actor-manager, Edwin Forrest, play the Scottish King, Macbeth. And William Charles Macready, the British actor, play the same role basically across the street. Would actually fight in the streets about which actor was better, which interpretation of Shakespeare was better. So you had a time, only 160 years ago, where audiences were so passionate and performers were so passionate. Everyone involved was so passionate about theater, particularly classical theater, that they would kill each other in the streets. Now, I'm not recommending that people do that now, but I would like at least the level of passion to come back for theater to be that engaging and visceral again. I don't think Shakespeare is flowery and let's just step back and put on pretty costumes and declaim. It's blood and guts and viscera. And it should always be engaging, and I'm sitting on the edge of my seat now talking about it, because that's definitely the relationship I have with it and what I try and bring to the audience. Sadly, the Astor Place Opera House is now dead, and there's a Starbucks in its place. Actors have been replaced with Starbucks. Why?
Is that not?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's completely insane of him to be contemplating acting and producing.
The actor-manager profession is sort of dying because now directors are obviously more popular with the advent of film, but there's still a few of us clawing to be seen. I'm sad to see that there aren't more actor-managers. I think it's actually a pretty great system because while it can seem from the outside to anyone looking at it as, oh, it's just a vanity project. Someone's cast themselves in another role and they're directing it and they're producing it. There's one-offs that happen all the time. Some guy just gets out of college and wants to play Hamlet and he happens to have money, so great, I'll do Hamlet. And then you never hear from him again, it was terrible. The ultimate goal is not for vanity, that's just a perk. The ultimate goal is to make sure, again, that the playwright's story, the playwright's concept, is completely unencumbered and is delivered to the audience, because that's what we do. We're storytellers. And the story is the playwright. So that's what we try and do at York Shakespeare. Great stories, great audience. Go.